Windows 2010 has a video editor which can be used to edit your films. The first thing you have to do is access your video editor, and the easiest way for me is to go into your search bar at the bottom here and type in video editor. It is part of the photo app in your computer. So you have here photos, and you have the second one is video editor. You would click on that, new project, and this comes up. You give this new project a name, which can be anything. I possibly name it Working Girl, and say OK. And then here you have your project library and your preview window, and down here your storyboard. Along here you would have all the functions that you can perform on any one of the clips that you'll bring in. Let's bring in a few clips. I'm just going to make a very short so I click on add, I find the clips I want. I have a file I call clips, and in here I'm going to bring in the ones I want. Just going to make it very short. And this one, it's depicting. So what I do, instead of taking them one at a time, select all, I would select the first one, then hold my shift key and then go to the last one and click on it. Or if I wanted, I could just hold on my control key, click on the ones I want, and then just bring them in to the project library. Now they're in the project library. You notice they all have a check mark on them, and you can view these. This is the way you would view them, whether you want it to look like that or you want to make it a bigger view. I rather that, because otherwise I'd have to scroll. And if there's one here you want to delete, you would select the one you want to delete and click on the garbage bin there. Anyways, I'm going to bring them all in together on my storyboard. So I check them and hold my mouse down and drag them down onto the storyboard. Now notice for each of these clips, because they are video clips, you can perform all of these functions here. And so I am first going to create a title page by clicking add title card. Click on that and this comes up. My title card now has a separate menu here of functions that I can perform. So the first thing is to give this blue title card a name, and I'm going to call it a Working Girl, and that's the title. It looks so bland though. I want to have yes, this one looks more like something that I would want. You can scroll down and choose another title, and you could always change the colors of this thing. So let's see, if I were to choose, I like the one up here. Is it this one? I'm going to choose that one, and I'm going to say done when I'm done and ready to exit. But these are some other layouts that you can choose for this. So I'm going to say done here, and it's still too soft. I want to change the background, the original background. So I'm going to go back and select background here and select one of these colors. I think I want a sharp color. I'm choosing this one. But if any of these colors is not what you want, you can go into the custom color here and check the color wheel, choose a color and say OK. I'm going to say done here. Now fortunately it is at the beginning, but if it were somewhere else, I could always hold it down and drag it into position. For example, I want to start off here, but I want to show her typing. So I'm going to bring this second one here and stuff like that. Now these are functions I can perform with this clip. I can trim the clip, for example, by bringing these edges in and make it to there, and then I can always play it back to see if what I have is exactly what I want. I can say done here, and I can go through all these clips performing the same thing. It was that the first one. I go through all the clips and make them trim the edges and say done when I'm done. Or if I wanted, I could split any of these clips. For example, this one looks so long, I'm going to split it. When you split a clip, you end up with two parts as usual. So let's say I want to split this particular clip where the blue line was. I am going to split it, take this to the point I want to split it, about there, and say done. Here you have two parts. And notice too that the window is not filled in. You have two black parts here. Here with this diagram here, you can remove the black bars by selecting it and saying remove black bars. I'm going to delete this, and I could go through all these clips and reducing the size of it. The story is that this young lady, she gets up early in the mornings, goes to work while it still is dark. She does her office functions, have a little time for lunch, and she doesn't even have a proper lunch. She's reminiscing, thinking, and goes back home at nights. And when she gets home, she's still on the computer in her bed. So I'm going to shorten this one, trim this last one, and I'm going to bring it up just and say done. Now this one too has black marks, so I just select that and remove the black bars. So I can play through this and then you'll see what it looks like. There are other functions you can do with this. You can add a background music to it by selecting any of these music and listening to them. Okay, I'll select that one. I'm going to say done, and this music will be embedded under the video. You can also bring in your own custom audio from your computer, and you could bring it and align it with any one of these separate clips. I'm going to say cancel since I have none. When you're done, you have to say finish to export the video. You have different qualities that you can have for it. Actually, just 3 different sizes video: 1080p, 720p, or 540. Unfortunately, 4K is not yet included in this. I'm going to choose this medium size here and say export. You can play it back when it's finished again and hear how it sounds.